Hello, my name is Father Demetri. One of my favorite stories growing up as a Greek was about the 300 Spartans and King Leonidas. And, the opposing army, the Persian army, was coming, and they had to fight. They had to go out and do something. Because if they didn't, then the Persian army would just be able to go and take over whatever they wanted. They would kill and enslave or do whatever they wanted to anybody. So King Leonidas took his soldiers. I know there was probably more than 300, but we have the history saying it was 300 Spartans plus some other people from other places. But it was King Leonidas that stood, and he went to a place called the Hot Gates. And he faced an insurmountable odd. There were so many Persians that there was no way anybody could beat them, but they had a tactical position. They went out there and they defended the people that they loved. They defended the homeland. They defended the idea of what they had for freedom. And when I was growing up, I remember going through all the heartache and all the struggles that I went through. And my mom would always tell me that you don't know who's praying for you. You don't know who's out there that's lifting your name up to God. And I guarantee there's somewhere somebody, no matter how downtrodden we get, no matter how heartbroken we are, even if we don't believe in God, there's somebody out there somewhere that's still praying for us, that's still keeping that spark of hope alive for all of us. And just like King Leonidas standing in the gap of the Hot Gates, facing off an impossible enemy, that's what we do as Christians. We stand against an enemy that's impossible to defeat on our own. We had somebody that came 2,000 years ago. We believed that Jesus had come, and he stood in the gap. He took over that place that no man could ever possibly take, and he sacrificed himself so we could have a place to have our chance next to God and next to his Father. And he stood in the gap, and he selected other people. He selected individuals from all different walks of life to stand in the gap and to spread the good news and to bring the news to the whole world. And throughout history, we too, as one century goes after the other, as 1 year goes after the other, there are different people that get selected. Some of us are priests, some of us are pastors, some of us are just prayer warriors. Some of us are just, nobody knows who we are, but we stand in the gap and we pray, and we pray, and we pray, and we pray, and we never stop praying. And that's what I want to give everybody, that encouragement that there is somebody out there praying for you. There is somebody out there that has hope for you, that has faith for you, that has love for you, that somebody out there just trusts God and is lifting your name up to the Lord. Don't give up hope. Just like King Leonidas went out and faced an insurmountable odd, so we too, we face an insurmountable odd when we face the world. When we go to God and we approach his throne, we ask God to intercede for us. We ask God to protect us and to save us. But we also trust God that no matter what happens, and I know it's hard for people to understand in the world, it really is hard for people to understand in the world that all things that work for good for those who love the Lord. It's hard for people to understand, especially when things go awry, when things seem like they're so disjointed and chaotic and so scary. It's hard to see that God's out there. But as for me, I trust the Lord. Right now we're studying the book of Job, and Job makes a statement that, what am I going to take the good and not take the evil? And that's exactly what all of us we need to do. Whatever comes our way, whatever is thrown our way in this world, there's nothing that can come at us that can ultimately defeat us. If we keep our faith, if we trust in the Lord with all of our heart and lean out on our understanding, we can hold true to that promise that God made for us. And one day when he returns, he'll call us home. He'll bring us by his side, and he'll save us from all of the things that are here on this earth that we find so evil and so disturbing. He'll save us from all retribution. He'll save us from all those things because ultimately the Lord wants us by his side. And I trust that God is going to return. I trust that God is going to fulfill his promises, and that we've just got to hold on and trust that the Lord our God is with us. May the Lord bless you and protect you and keep you safe always.